Welcome to Minga Behavior Consequences and Automations. This video will show you how to set up consequences and automations to revolutionize your school's behavior program. Minga allows you to eliminate manual assignments and time-consuming administrative work by automating consequences issued to students. Consequences can be rewards or discipline-focused and can be automated based on a set threshold of assigned behaviors or can be assigned manually. When a student receives a consequence, the system can be set up to automatically notify parents or administrators. To enable consequences in Minga, navigate to Behavior Manager, then the Settings tab. Toggle on to enable consequences. For a consistent and centralized behavioral program, we recommend managing all consequences via automations, which does not require teachers or staff to be able to manually assign consequences. However, if you would like to allow teachers and staff to manually assign consequences, toggle each role on to enable. Now, let's create custom consequences tailored to your school's policies and disciplinary framework. Navigate to the Behaviors tab and click Create Consequence. Choose a praise or guidance consequence and name appropriately. In this example, we will be creating a lunch detention consequence. Set an internal description, allowing administrators to see the purpose of the consequence. Next, we set the consequence type. Different types of consequences allow for customized reporting and follow-up requirements in Minga. Detentions require completion via a student check-in or manually in behavior reports by the due date. Notifications and warnings do not require any further action. In this example, we will select a detention. Then enable notes, which allows a student to receive a note from the teacher with their consequence notification if the consequence is manually assigned. Students will always receive a notification via Minga when assigned a consequence. You can also choose to enable parent or admin notifications as needed. Parent information needs to be added to students via rostering in People Manager in order to send notifications. Click Create. This lunch detention is now active and can be linked to an automation. Set up your other consequences as needed. Now that your consequences are set up, such as tardy warnings or other detentions or awards, let's introduce the game changer, automations in Minga. By automating consequence assignments based on behavior thresholds, you'll free up valuable time for your staff. To create an automation, click Create, then Automation. Then set a name. Here we are creating an automation for a tardy lunch detention. The internal description. And select the consequence you want to automate. Add a note. This note will be automatically sent to the student when the automation assigns the consequence. Then select the behavior or behaviors you want the automation to record in order to issue the consequence and set the threshold of combined instances of assigned behaviors to trigger the consequence. Finally, choose the number of days the student has to complete the consequence by. This is relevant for detentions only. If students do not check in to complete the consequence within the set day limit, their consequence will become overdue. Click Create. Now that you have set everything up, you can start assigning behaviors to trigger your automations and consequences. Teachers can assign behaviors in Teacher Tools by navigating to Behavior and Rewards and clicking Assign a Praise or Guidance. Tap on the chosen behavior. Write a note if needed, and assign to the student by scanning their ID or searching their name. When the student reaches the behavior threshold in your automation, they will receive the consequence. From Teacher Tools, you can also assign a consequence manually to bypass an automation. Automations continuously count all assigned behaviors. To reset the counter to 0, navigate to the automation and click the Edit pencil. From there, click Reset Counter to reset the entire automation, or Reset Student to reset a particular student. Typically, this will be done every semester or in accordance with your school's behavior and consequence policy. Detentions can be completed by a student checking into a custom detention check in Reason, which has been set up to automatically complete the student's most outstanding detention consequence. Learn more about this in our check-in module and tardy management resources. Staff serving the detention will navigate to Teacher Tools, then check in and select the appropriate reason. From here, they can easily scan the ID of all students who arrive, or can manually input their names. If you do not have the check-in module, detentions can be completed manually in the Reports tab in Behavior Manager via the Consequence History report. Set your desired date range and click Complete when the detention has been served. Navigate to Category or Consequence Types reports to see a breakdown per type of all manual or automated consequences. Then head to the Overdue Consequences report to easily identify and address students who do not complete their detentions. Clicking the history icon next to a student allows you to generate a consequence history report filtered to that specific student. If you need to transfer data to your student information system, go to your behavior dashboard and click on the required behavior. This will link you to the full behavior history report of each behavior recorded, filtered to today. From here, click Export List to download a CSV ready for upload. Read and watch our guides on tardy management for the process of using a combination of Minga modules and your SIS to manage truancy on campus.